Bilal tends to lecture me a lot. I'm not looking for you to be my dad. I'm looking for you to be my supportive fiancé and speak to me like your fiancé.
Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about 90 Day Fiancés, Shaeeda and Bilal, because I have not made a video on them yet, and boy do they have the interwebs talking. This season of 90 Day Fiancé has left viewers with a lot to be desired. For me personally, I love to see couples that are actually couples, that they aren't, maybe Jabri and Miona clearly trying to level up their social media game. I like real couples, but you can be a real couple and still have compelling drama and a compelling storyline, obstacles to overcome. And this season is just a lot of people that are making us like, why did these people get cast? Well, that brings me to episode 1 when I was watching 90 Day Fiancé season 9, and we started out and I literally turned to my husband when they were introducing Bilal, and I was like, this guy seems normal. He actually reminded me of Michael Jessen of Michael and Juliana, the wine guy. And I thought to myself, like, well, he's like well-to-do. He seems to be in love. They seem to be a real couple. Why on earth is he on this show? And then we get to the prank and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it all makes sense. Viewers have not received Bilal well, to put it mildly. He's one of the most talked about cast members every week. But let's take a look back on why. First, there was the prank. And then there was the car argument, and the car argument really did have people on both sides. A lot of people were upset with Shaeeda. I think people had valid points there. And a lot of people were upset with Bilal. Again, I think a lot of people have valid points there.
When Shaeeda comes in today, I got one more big surprise for her. I'm gonna pick up Shaeeda in a van that's not mine. And also, I'm gonna bring her to my childhood home, the home that I actually grew up in. I'm putting Shy to the test a little bit. Because one, I'm a prankster, I love pranks, and I love just making people laugh. So I wanted to see if I can get a rise out of her. But two, I want to make sure that Shaeeda truly wants me for me and not for what I have.
I'm getting sick and tired of you pranking me about this booger in my nose. I hate this type of joke. That's an American thing.
I don't know where you come from, but the environment I come from, we keep our hands to ourselves.
So I can do this?
So what I'm gonna tell you is, stop. You gonna try to get a wreck? First
we are touchy-feely type of people. We have to touch. You know that.
Don't do that.
We hit.
It's disrespectful where I come from.
Give you elbows.
So keep your hands to yourself and watch your tongue. Because I can literally pull over right now and you'll be taking an Uber for the rest of the ride home.
You're not gonna do that to me.
Hey.
So as far as the prank goes, I do not know anyone. None of my fellow memers or bloggers, nobody that I've seen post on Twitter, I have not seen a single person think that this was funny. It's been pretty much universally called out as being messed up. For me, there were two parts to this that were extremely messed up, in my opinion. The first was that he used his childhood home, and I was like, come on, of course, you are going to have a sentimental attachment to this place. So it's not like you rented a van and you're convincing her that this is your car. It's like, this is actually the home that you grew up in, and even if nobody even lives in it anymore, it's only natural for you to be defensive if someone comes in and starts talking poorly about your childhood home. And the second thing that I found really, really messed up is that his family seemed to like co-sign this. They actually were helping him out in executing the prank, and I was like, who thought that this was a good idea? It was just baffling to me that his family would assist him in this and then sit back and judge Shaeeda for whatever her reaction was. Now let's talk about the car argument, because the car argument definitely had more people divided on who was right, who was wrong. So for me, in my opinion, just watching what transpired on my TV screen, in my opinion, this did not come off as any sort of act of aggression on Shaeeda's part. I did think that it came off as a playful type of hit, if you will. Now, with that being said, I do not think it's okay to put hands on people. I think that this whole argument that transpired in the car was just a huge opportunity missed, because to me, both of them had valid points. Shaeeda was trying to explain that this was the type of interaction that she has with her family back home. And I think she was even just caught off guard with Bilal's reaction and trying to almost double down on explaining, no, this is just for fun. Bilal has a reaction to even being playfully hit, and that needs to be respected, especially when he's driving. I mean, you just don't distract drivers. That's very dangerous. However, where Bilal crossed the line was he threatened to pull over and literally abandon Shaeeda on the side of the road. They attend the mosque together where his family is there, his ex-wife is there, and he does not talk to her or really introduce her to anybody. And that is just such an uncomfortable, awkward position to put her in. So in last night's episode, we're coming off of the car argument and the prank, and Shaeeda is acknowledging that things are not off to a good start, but she is reminiscing on how Bilal was super romantic when he was coming to Trinidad. And then Bilal actually takes her on a super romantic date.
It's like on Dola or something like that. So romantic. You're gonna have to do that one day.
Well, I know you said that one day you'd like to be on one of these. So one day is today. So
In the night?
in the night. Feels like Paris, don't it?
Okay.
Paris.
You know, one of the reasons why I fell in love with Bilal is his romantic side. He's like, oh my God. He's like the type that was written in storybooks growing up. I want this type of guy. He is super romantic, and I think that's what every woman wants in a man.
It seems to me that Bilal is just two extremes. He's either love bombing her with these exaggerated romantic gestures, or he's either lecturing her and treating her like one of his kids. He wants to sweep her off her feet, but then he will actually sit there and judge her if she enjoys herself too much. He built her that beautiful yoga studio, but he was not happy that she was actually happy that he did that for her. Shaeeda has actually made a few Instagram posts coming to Bilal's defense. We know that reality TV is highly edited. This is the 9th season of this show, the original version. We've had countless spinoffs, and we've gone through countless cast members claiming foul when it comes to editing. To me, I don't think Bilal's personality is highly edited. I think that this is how he is. I don't think that the prank was producer driven. I have not seen Shaeeda or Bilal claim that they were coerced into this prank. I mean, I'm sure that the producers saw him talk about it and encouraged it. I mean, they knew it was going to make for some interesting TV, but I don't think that the producers came up with this. I think that this was all Bilal. And personally, I would love to hear more from Bilal's ex-wife as to what went wrong in their marriage. We know that Bilal was single for 7 years, and he talks about having a hard time finding love. And I just think it's really interesting that when he does find love, actually has the religious marriage performed with Shaeeda, he is now just playing all of these games. I don't like it. I don't like to see Bilal playing all these games with her. I don't think it's funny. I don't think Shaeeda finds it funny. She is in a new country, new territory. She doesn't know anyone. He should be working on incorporating her, acclimating her to his life, but instead it's just pranks. Even in the car, he was telling her she had a booger in her nose, and that's like literally something that you do to like a toddler. It's just not funny to do that to your romantic partner. And it's just, is Bilal the only one who's allowed to have jokes that fall flat? Anyways, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk about Bilal and Shaeeda for a minute because they have a lot of people talking. I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.